Okay, so we are live.
Yes.
When you go live, we feel alive. Nice. I corrected my verse. Tasmad Om iti udahritya yajnadanatapakriya pravartante vidhanokta satatam brahmavadinam. Translation. Therefore, transcendentalists undertaking performance of sacrifice, charity, and penance in accordance with the scriptural rule regulations begin always with Om to attain the Supreme. Okay, before we proceed ahead to the purport of Prabhupada, just wanted to give a context to this particular section of Gita. Arjuna starts this particular chapter by asking a question that, all right, in the 16th chapter, Krishna, you told, should we have some scribbling? I like to scribble.
Yes, please. If you yes, you
I
can.
love to. Yes. So what happens is we'll all be very attentive and we can understand. And I love to scribble, by the way. Okay, can everyone see my scribbling pad?
Yes, Maharaj.
Okay. So in the 16th chapter, Krishna tells Arjuna, those who do not worship him, they are demons. No worship. And they also say, this is most of the chapter, like, they don't worship, they're atheistic in their point of view. And Krishna also says, Namam Dushkriti no Moda. And particularly in the 16.23, the last but one verse, here, um, Krishna tells Arjuna, Yas Shastra Vidhi Mutsrijya Vartate Kamakaratah. Those who do not believe in Shastra, they are demons. No worship, no Shastra. And if you see, atheist or nastika, na astika. Astika, usually people think astika means one who believes in God. No. Astika is one who believes in Shastras. And nastika means a person who doesn't believe in Shastras. So Arjun got a doubt. And that's why we start the 17th chapter. Okay, what if somebody worships? Yes, he's worshipping. He has the process of worship. But he is not following according to no Shastra. What about this permutation and combination? Right? He doesn't worship according to Shastras. And that's when Krishna tells that a person's, there are four aspects actually: Vrata, Yajna, Dana, and Tapa. These are four components of worship. Any worship would contain this. Vrata is mostly eating regulations. Yes. Yajna is a sacrifice to be performed. And sacrifice is incomplete without charity. That's why Vamanadev goes and takes a complete advantage of this. And there definitely has to be austerity throughout. Yes, the certain austerities. So this whole chapter discusses about eating, sacrifice, charity, and austerity according to three modes. Yeah. And permutation and combination of this makes a person in one mode. All right. How to purify this mode? That is the final section, the ending section, which is 17.24 to 28. This focuses how to purify this mode, and that's when Krishna says, I'll give you three golden words. And these three golden words will purify your modes. That is Om, Tat, Sat. So that is when Mataji asks, can you please describe about Om? Because this word Om is very much there in the Bhagavad Gita. So many times people come and tell us, why you guys you follow Bhagavad Gita? Why you fellows are chanting Hare Krishna Mahamantra? You should chant Om. How many of you face that argument? Yeah, happens. Yeah, to many of us. You preach, they say you should be chanting Om, not this Hare Krishna, because Bhagavad Gita contains Om. Or else they come and say, where is Hare Krishna Mahamantra in the Bhagavad Gita? So people ask these questions. And we really do not know what to tell to people when they say we are chanting Om. Can I just share a pastime? Srila Prabhupada was here in Canada. And when he was here in Canada, he met a man who was married. And he used to be chanting Om. Indian man. So he met Prabhupada. He said, oh, what, you chant some mantra? He said, yes, Swamiji. I every day chant Om. Prabhupada told him, all right. From today, you chant Om Krishna. So then he started Om Krishna. And then after some time, this particular man, he came and he told Prabhupada, asked him, so what are you chanting? He said, Swamiji, I chant Om Krishna. Now you chant Hare Krishna. So Prabhupada promoted him like that. And you know who is that person? His Holiness Gopal Krishna Goswami Maharaj. Yeah. Yes, so that time was Mr. Gopal Khanna, the CEO of Coca-Cola Company in Montreal, Canada. So that's how from Om to Om Krishna to Om Krishna to Hare Krishna. That's how. We'll just read Prabhupada's purport, then discuss a little bit more on this Om. This is Prabhupada's commentary. Om Tat Vishnum Paramam Padam Sada Pashyanti Surya. This is, we all Brahmanas recite this during our Achman, right? That's the final mantra. After purifying 24 parts of the body, we recite this mantra from Rigveda. The lotus feet of Vishnu are the supreme devotional performance. Different devotional performance. The performance of everything on behalf of the Supreme Personality of Godhead assures the perfection of all activity. So this very word Om refers to what Prabhupada is trying to tell us, that you're doing this activity on behalf of Krishna. Yeah. So this is called Akshara Brahma. One letter to signify that this activity is Krishna activity. That's what Prabhupada is telling us in the purport. Om. Now if you go deeper, the Shastras, this is explained in the Puranas, Om consists of 3 letters actually. A, U and Ma. And whenever there is A, the Shastras tell A is the Shaktiman, Narayana, Krishna, Rama, the Shaktiman. And U refers to his Shakti, especially, particularly his Antaranga Shakti, Lakshmi, Radhika, Rukmini, Satyabhama, all of them. And what about this Ma? What is this final thing? So they are indicative of all the children of Shakti and Shaktiman, all Jivas. Yes, some places it's also told it can refer to all material energy, but doesn't make a difference because when they are involved, they're already the sum total. And when you talk about the absolute truth includes the masculine and the feminine aspect together. Prabhupada explains this in the Chaitanya Charitamrita, his purport. Both together, that's what is Lord Chaitanya, right? Radha Bhavadyuti Suvalitam Naumi Krishna Swarupam. So that makes the absolute truth. Masculine and the feminine aspect, both together. Shakti Mate or Abheda, both of them. So that way, Om is the representation of Shakti, Shaktiman, and all Jivas. But still, Om is something which is equivalent to it refers to the energy of Lord. Or rather, it refers to the post that Lord holds, Om. For example, you may talk about a president of a country. You're referring to a person as the president of the country. You refer to the person as the prime minister of the country. But doesn't the president, prime minister have a name, a personality? And that is when we're addressing the absolute truth as Krishna and Hare Krishna. This is a more personal address. Yes, it's because we are talking about person means there's a personality. So we talk about that aspect. Right. On the other hand, Om refers to the aspect of the representation. I will show you one more purport between what Srila Prabhupada writes in the Bhagavatam. Just give me 1 minute. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Yeah. This is Srimad Bhagavatam. Yeah. In the Bhagavad Gita, Lord says, Pranava Sarva Vedeshu. I am the syllable Om in all the Vedic mantras. The Vedic knowledge begins with the vibration of the transcendental sound Pranava, Omkar. The same transcendental sound is Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram, Hare Hare. Another time in the ninth canto. In the Satyuga, the only mantra was Omkara, Om Tat Sat. This is a Satyug mantra. The same name Omkara is manifest in the mantra Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram, Hare Hare. Now you see this. Unless one is a Brahmana, one cannot utter Omkara and get the desired result. Which means the Omkar mantra requires a Brahmanical qualification. He needs to have the guna, and more, not just guna, he should have the diksha from the spiritual master. Then only one can chant. But in the Kali Yuga, almost everyone is Shudra, unfit for pronouncing Pranava Omkara. Therefore, the Shastras have recommended the chanting of the Hare Krishna Mahamantra. Omkara is a mantra or Mahamantra, and Hare Krishna is also a Mahamantra. The purpose of pronouncing Omkara is to address the Supreme Personality of Godhead Vasudeva. Om, then Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. And purpose of chanting the Hare Krishna Mahamantra is the same. O energy of Lord Krishna, O Lord Krishna Hare. Right? So here, if you see, the same purpose can be achieved in Kali Yuga, Hare Namaiva Kevalam. They specifically mentioned. So this is the mantra which is given to all of us. And even if you see the Kali Santaran Upanishad, it says, Iti Shodashaka Namnam Kali Kalmashanashnam Natta Paratrupaya Sarva Vedesha Drishyate. You can browse through all the Vedic scriptures, and what you'll find is the 16 words, the golden words, which is the essence. That's the Hare Krishna Mahamantra. Is that okay, Vasanta Mataji? Anyone else want to add something or share? You're welcome.
Hare Krishna, Prabhu, can I say something?
Yes, why not?
Thank you so much. That was such a beautiful explanation. It's so apparent. You've put so much thought into this, and so it's really inspiring to see. And my question to you would be, can you speak a little bit more about, instead of Om, Hare Krishna Mahamantra? Why is it different from all other mantras? Because we see so many different organizations and institutions, and everyone is saying, "Oh, our mantra is Mahamantra." Why would you explain Hare Krishna Mahamantra is apart from everything else, and it is the way for Kali Yuga?
This Veda base. I'll just go to another one. Hare Krishna. Thank you, Prabhu, for bringing up that question. Yes. We just need to see the scriptures. The scriptures are giving why Hare Krishna Mahamantra. Namacharya Prabhu, your name. Nam Acharya. Now, please, this is a direct Kali Santaran Upanishad. I just quoted this and I didn't give you the translation. You can just read this one paragraph for us.
Should I read it out loud?
Yes.
Okay. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. These 16 names can nullify all the degrading, contaminating effects of the materialistic age of Kali. In all the Vedas, no higher way is to be found.
That's it.
Chanting of
That
Hare
much is good
Krishna.
enough. Good enough. That's it. So what is spoken? There is no higher way is to be found. Now, we have to understand, or rather our tendency, wouldn't you want the best? See, Krishna says very clearly, Nam Nam Akari Bahuda Nija Sarva Shaktis. All my names have potency. Yes, in all the names I have bestowed my personal potency. That's a fact. That cannot change because that is what Mahaprabhu has spoken. But at the same time, it's very important to know that we have received, Chaitanya Bhagavat says, this is the Mahamantra that we have received in our Guru Parampara. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, the Yoga Avatar, we are Brahma, Madhva, Gaudiya, Guru Shishya Sampradaya. We are Gaudiya Vaishnavas. And in our line, we get this as our main sadhana. Yes, our main sadhana is chanting this particular Mahamantra. Because Padma Puran very clearly says, Sampradaya Vihinaya Mantraste Nishvala Mata. Without obtaining a mantra from the Guru Parampara, it is actually no use. Bona fide Guru Parampara. Shiksha and Diksha, no problem. So those all of them connected to our Shiksha programs, they're chanting the Mahamantra. It works because they got the Shiksha of the Mahamantra. So that is our sadhana. So Mahaprabhu prescribed this as a sadhana for his all followers and disciples. What is sadhana? Hare Krishna Mahamantra. And what is sadhya? Krishna Prem. So these two things. Because Tapan Mishra, if you read the Chaitanya Bhagavat, so Tapan Mishra was confused. Bahu Shastra, Bahu Vakya Chitta Haya Brahma. He was confused because of reading so many scriptures and hearing so many things, but he was still not able to properly conclude what is sadhana and sadhya, not having proper clarity. And Nimai Pandit, that time he was not Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, he was Nimai Pandit. He had gone to Bangladesh, Banga, it's called Banga. That part was called as Banga. So he went there in order to propagate Nyaya and Vyakaran, to teach grammar and logic. That was his intention. And many of them got university graduate degree from Nimai Pandit. But the main intention for going there was to actually initiate Tapan Mishra by teaching him what is sadhana and sadhya. And that is where, what is the sadhana he gives? The Hare Krishna Mahamantra, the chanting of the holy name. So that's the sadhana he's given. And that's the sadhana that he's recommended all his followers. Chant the holy name, and sadhya is attaining Krishna Prem. Is it okay?
Thank you, Prabhu.
Yes, Dhanraj Prabhu.
Hare Krishna. Uh, that's a beautiful explanation, Maharaj. Thank you for that. Just a quick question. Is that
Dhanraj Prabhu, just a quick comment. I'm not yet Maharaj. Your desire will come true if Guru's mercy is there. I'm not yet Maharaj.
okay? My question is that we talk to when you talk to a lot of Hindus, and many of them are always kind of confused, or they're bewildered, because they always say that we follow X or Y or Z or whatever. And then I always try to say, but our principle, the essence of all the Vedic scriptures is the Bhagavad Gita. And in the Bhagavad Gita, it is clearly mentioned that Krishna has showed his Vishwarupa Darshan, plus he is told that I am the essence of everything. So why are Hindus not, they, like these people who I talk to, or sometimes we are having a discussion, they all know that there is a Bhagavad Gita. But why are they not able to follow the instructions of the Bhagavad Gita? Or why don't they accept Krishna as God, knowing what, have they never read it? Is there an ignorance, or do they discard it? What is the block that is this, and how do you? I mean, it's not about convincing. It's just about, it's not about making your point like as if it's the topmost or whatever. But sometimes it baffles me that, why are we not able to tell these people that Krishna has showed it, he's proved it, he said it in the Bhagavad Gita. So why don't you believe him as God? That is my question.
Yes, thank you. The beginning of Krishna consciousness, the Krishna consciousness has various layers, 5 layers. I'll just share that. Yes, it starts with number 1, accepting Krishna as Supreme Personality of Godhead. Number 2, accepting instructions of Krishna, that is Bhagavad Gita. Number 3, accepting devotees of Krishna. That's when you become Badhyama. Number 4, accepting devotees' instructions. Number 5, it's the most difficult, accepting the whims of Krishna and his devotees. Whatever they tell. This is spontaneous platform. This qualifies us for Vrindavan Dham to accept the whims. Others all, yeah, Vaikuntha, good. Mathura, yes. Dwarka, fine. This is for Vrindavan. Accepting this is most difficult. Right. So here, this is the point. Why don't people come to this particular point? Yeah. The main reason is, if the Shastras, if you see the Vedas, they tell us 3 types of knowledge. The real SAP. Sambandha, Abhideya, and Prayojana. Yes. Sambandha is the knowledge of who is God, who are we, and what is his nature, and what is their interrelationship. This is Sambandha Gyan. So many people do not have this Sambandha Gyan. And even to accept this Sambandha Gyan, even to accept it, it's very, very important that these people are ready. So the readiness is not there in this particular class of people. So usually we find that people in this world, there are some classes of people. You believe in God? No, I don't believe in God. There's a way to elevate them. Krishna speaks this in the 12th chapter of Gita. How to elevate them? You say, okay, fine. You don't believe in God. You just be charitable. Start becoming charitable. Be good. Person who's already charitable and doing some charity, all right, you please go and acknowledge some higher power. Any temple. Go there. Become religious. And people who are religious, all right, you please understand that among them also Ekkala Ishwara Krishna Arasabhabritya. They are ready for that. They're already going to so many temples. Okay, please understand Krishna. And somebody who understand Krishna, okay, you're understanding Krishna? Oh, please surrender. So now the point is each level requires different degrees of Sukriti. This is the answer that is given by Vishnu Chakravarti Thakur in his beautiful book called Madhurya Kadambini. Sukriti. Now here Sukriti doesn't mean some mere pious credits. Sukriti means they are attained this spiritual piety, spiritual pious credits because of some service done to a Vaishnava. Unknowingly. Unknowingly they have served a Vaishnava and the Vaishnava blesses. Okay, Krishna Matirastu. Get it. And when the Sukriti, it is like a pot. He keeps filling, and the Sukriti is completely full, then that person develops a little bit of Shraddha. And through this Shraddha, he comes to Sadhu Sangha. This is all scientifically mentioned by Vishnu Chakravarti Thakur. So people who are not able to accept Krishna, this pot is empty. It's yet to be overflowing. So what can we do to them? Is somehow or the other add some Krishna in their life. We cannot bring them to the point of surrender directly. Little Krishna. Take little Krishna. Take little Krishna. It can even be watching little Krishna cartoon. That's also a way of getting people. And keep adding little Krishna. That's all we can do. And little Krishna is very powerful. Even little Krishna can kill big Putana. That's the power of little Krishna. So we keep adding that element of Krishna. And now that's all we can do for them. So they are not able to accept because they don't have the Sukriti yet. But now our intelligence is how to give them the little Krishna. It can be in the form of prasadam. It can be making them a too small service. You know His Grace Jayananda Prabhu, what he would do. Yes, he would call a person. Okay, I'm building the cart for the Lord of the Universe, Jagannath. Would you mind helping me for a while? He said, all right, I'll help you. Okay. So what I want you to do is I want you to hold this nail and I'll just, hammer it. All right. He held the nail and he hammered it. Excellent. You hold the nail so nicely. Would you like to try it one more time? Okay. Take another nail there. Put it. Wonderful. Would you like to give it a try? I said, yes. Why not? And that person would try. And that's how he brought His Holiness Jayapataka Swami Maharaj. Yeah. Little by little, by giving little Krishna. In such a big sannyasi Maharaj, having more than 50-60,000 disciples, having made this wonderful community of Mayapur Dham. Wonders. Having traveled all over the globe, glorifying Krishna. How? Adding that little Krishna. Right? So that's we have to be like Jayanand Prabhu. How to add Krishna in this. And every person will click differently. We cannot add Krishna in everyone's life the same way. You tell somebody else, you hold the nail, that person's not interested. We need some other way. So you have to keep trying how to get this person close to Krishna. Correct? So that's how we should split our hair in doing this, Prabhupada said. How to add Krishna to this person's life.
Prabhuji, just a question to add on to that.
Sure.
So when
Anashesh Prabhu, I'm just telling. Anashesh Prabhu, I've seen your questions. Yes, the moment devotees take a small break, in that gap, I will take your questions. Okay?
Oh, sorry. You can
yes,
take
yes. Prabhu, please go ahead.
No, you can take that question, Prabhuji. It's okay. Now, just to add on is that when you say that like when we do that attempt of adding small Krishna in their hearts, When it comes to, I mean, Prabhupada always says that the focus is chanting, because once a person chants, then then they are coming into the system of KC path, by then they go into the education path. But before that, it is the chanting part. That is where I wanted to ask you and give me some thought processes, that because I have a group in Peterborough, I go once in a month to help them out. They are all active when I'm, when I contact them and all. But I know that it's a long way for me, and I'm also not that. I'm still a mundane and all in my Krishna consciousness path. So, how do bring them into that chanting mode?
Yes, yes, innovative way. Personally, after this class is over, at 6 p.m., 6:05, I need to leave to another program. And that program we have all the local Canadians. They are all going to be coming for a very beautiful meditation and music retreat session. So I'm going to be taking my guitar. We're going to have our harmonium. There are mridanga players, and we are going to absorb them in some music. That's very innovative way by doing that. By introducing the holy name, giving them recordings, and we can say, all right, you can keep singing this whenever you get time to begin with. So make them, rather than telling them philosophy, give them the experience. The experience of kirtan, the experience of chanting. That is something which is very powerful. And that's what Prabhupada did. How did he start preaching? He just got his symbols, went Tompkins Square Park and started chanting. And out of nowhere, so many people came. So our movement started with chanting, right?
Yeah, they
Golden Gate
chant.
Park.
Yeah,
Hmm.
Prabhuji, they chant when in the association part of it. But when the association is, that program is done for that month, then like to take that chanting into their house is where the
That is
challenge
where you
is.
need some philosophy,
Okay, okay,
because you have to convey. They have to understand that this is really important. And if they understand it scientifically, as presented by, so Prabhupada said, you don't have to speak anything new.
Mhm.
Speak what I've spoken and do what I've done, you'll be successful. So you can see how Prabhupada, there's a beautiful lecture, how in the Boston University, Prabhupada introducing Krishna consciousness and introducing chanting, how he invites the students of Boston University to come ahead and chant. Just follow that pattern. It's there in
Okay,
the available on the folios, Vedabase and
okay,
letters. So you read
okay,
that how scientifically he introduces, and finally tells you, please, you're all welcome to come and chant. Please come. So that
okay,
that kind of philosophy is needed. They need, it's called motivation for meditation. I used to take a session called motivation for meditation. That's when you're with me, of course, you're doing it. And when I'm not there, you need to continue to remain motivated. So there's motivation for meditation. So I give it once a week. And any program, bro, monthly you're doing is very appreciated. But if we have a weekly program, it's more impactful.
yeah,
Because that sustains. It sustains
yeah.
for a longer time. Right. So
That's
one
the
particular day, yeah.
Yeah, that's the goal. But
Oh
right now, this monthly is also a challenge. So yeah,
my God. I think you
Krishna's
need a
mercy.
collab. You can collab.
Yeah.
Collab with some wonderful Vaishnavas and do it together.
Now, Krishnadas Kaviraj Prabhu is helping me.
Oh,
He's only
wonderful.
doing everything.
Great,
It is
great.
just to get the audience, because I live this side and they live, Peterborough
Yeah.
is quite far. So yeah, thank you so much. Thank you so much for your help.
Thank you. If you all do not mind, can we take Anand Shesh Prabhu's questions? In other words, how do we defend the Hare Krishna Mahamantra to Hindus? All right. So we have spoken sufficiently about this. But again, people ask I am chanting Om Namah Shivaya. Okay, you continue chanting, no problem. Very good. We can appreciate because they're chanting something. Hey, chanting, please add this also. There's no problem. So somehow we inspire them to add this Hare Krishna Mahamantra. We say there are mantras in the scriptures, but this is Mahamantra. Yes, there are so many mantras in the scriptures. The 16 words are Mahamantra. So add this in your life and go ahead. Keep doing what you're doing. So we don't have to, as such, tell them you have to chant only this mantra. Any other mantra will take you to hellish planets. No. That exclusivistic approach, right? That is something which repels people. These guys are too fanatic. No, if somebody is chanting some mantra, somebody says, I breathe, and I try to, oh, very nice, continue. That's also one of the process. Of course, that person may not be doing it properly. It's called Yoga Yajna. It comes in the fourth chapter of Bhagavad Gita, verse number 28, 29, that section. It's called Yoga Yajna. So that's also a process. Only thing is it's a perverted reflection of this process because that happens in Satyuga, not here in Kali Yuga. Right? So we don't immediately, have that chopping technique. And Kali Yuga, Hare Namai Kevalam. We don't do that. Okay, bro. You like to breathe? Breathe. No problem. Krishna says that I am prana, apana, samo yuktva, pachami, anna chaturum. Yes, Krishna is the air. Correct. Please just think of that and chant. Prabhupada, in fact, went up to this point. There were drunkards. He told the taste of liquor is Krishna. Wow. You're getting liquor. People are tasting liquor and getting high. You can be Krishna conscious by drinking liquor and thinking that the taste of liquor is Krishna. It's fact because raso amamsu. Krishna doesn't say water. He says rasa hamapsu. Yeah, every juice, every liquid has a rasa, a taste, right? And because of which it's something which is tempting, and that taste is Krishna.
Well, Krishna says, "I'm the cheat of the gamblers," right?
Dyutam chalayatam asmi. Because in gambling one loses everything. He says that. Yeah, you can cheat. You try to cheat Krishna and cheat you very well. Just remember the story, if you don't mind, I'll share. There was one university program where they would distribute prasadam. And of course, the students would queue up. They would come forward, take a plate. They will fill whatever they want to and give some donation and go. There was a student. He would come and instead of putting $1 or something, he would put movie tickets, which he has seen. He would do that and he would go. So one day there was a tall brahmachari. He saw him. You, come here. And this fellow was like, oh my God, I'm caught. What do I do now? He went closer. Me? He went closer. And he said, I've been watching you. He said, I'm really caught. Should I run? Then he said, no, let me just listen. I've seen you coming regularly and having prasadam. Very nice. Keep it up. Do you really want to know where this all comes from? And he had no other option. He said, yes, please take me. And he took him to the temple and he joined full time. Hare Krishna. You're trying to cheat Krishna. Krishna is the best of the cheaters. This guy joined as brahmachari. Now he's distributing the prasadam. He started distributing it. Yeah, happens. Another question. I heard from a devotee recently that Bhagavad Gita is a scripture that can be only appreciated by Vaishnavas. Is that true? No. Prabhupada says even deeper. He can say it can be really appreciated by those who have a rasa with Krishna. Introduction. Read the introduction to the Gita. Prabhupada says that one having that relationship in a mellow of dasya, sakhya, vatsalya, they can appreciate. But that is why we have Srila Prabhupada, who is a glorious acharya, who through his purpose makes us appreciate. Because Prabhupada has a rasa with Krishna. He has that mellow with Krishna. And because of that, his words is something we can appreciate. So more than the Gita or the text, we first understand Prabhupada's purpose. True? That's what makes sense to us. Not the direct words of Krishna. That's the brilliance of Prabhupada. He's written more purport than translation. There are very few shlokas you will find. Sometimes I get such Bhagavatam classes. Translation is very big and the purport is just one line. My God, how much to speak. Usually we are trained to give Bhagavatam classes. We are told you need to elaborate the purports. Because it's Prabhupada Vani that we expand. Vyasa means what? Vyasa means one who expands the glories. But based on what do we expand? We expand based on Prabhupada's purports. Right? Not the translation. So it is not the translation or shloka that touches the heart. It is Prabhupada's purports that touches our heart. So they will definitely appreciate. Somebody who reads Prabhupada's purports will definitely appreciate Gita. Because Bhagavatam is sweeter. Shukamukhad amritadava samyutam. When a devotee is speaking that. Shukamukhad. Shukadev spoke Bhagavatam. Vyasa is also an amsha. He said, no, I am a good writer. But Shuka, you speak. Valmiki, he said, I am also a good writer. But Lavkush, you speak. You guys speak, it will be nectarian. Right? So Krishna glorified through the devotees is so glorious that even Krishna comes and listens to his glories. That's what happened in Ramayana. So how would Shaivites agree to Krishna claiming to be Supreme Personality of Godhead? Oh, no, there are certain Shaivites who sentimentally fix themselves and Shiva is God. Okay, let them believe it. No problem. Let them worship Shiva, but all we tell them is please be self. Do not ask for material desires. Because if somebody without material desires worships Shiva, Shiva will direct them to Krishna. I can give numerous examples of devotees who are today very wonderful standing devotees for so many years, who are even sannyasis in our movement in India way back, who have started with worshipping Shiva. But selflessly. No, we will not ask any material desire. We just want to appreciate. And Shiva beautifully directs them to Krishna. To Shaivites, all I say is you're doing a wonderful job, but be selfless in your worship. This is all I advise, because the rest, Shiva is Charachara Guru. He is addressed in Bhagavatam as Charachara Guru. Bhutanatha. He will take care. He directs them to Krishna. Go. Go to my master now. And they will come. So all they have to be is not material. If you go for material desires, then all right, you remain a very good materialist. But so that's one advice I give to Shaivites. Somebody says, "Oh, I believe in Shiva." Very good, amazing. Just worship him without any material desires, selflessly, and you see, within 1 or 2 years, he'll be with you. That works. Thank you. Anyone else having any questions, comments?
Maharaj, I find it very difficult to wake up at 4 o'clock in the
You're
morning.
again calling me Maharaj. Of course, may your words come true.
Prabhuji,
I'm
I
not
find
Maharaj.
it
Thank
difficult
you.
sometimes to wake up at 4 o'clock in the morning. Sometimes I'm
Okay.
demotivated. How do I motivate myself to wake up at 4
Very
o'clock in
good,
the morning?
Prabhu. Dhanraj Prabhu. Very good. Very good. Once I was invited to a college and they told me that you have to give a lecture. I said, what lecture? 5 a.m. club. So I went on the stage. I took the microphone and I said, today I was asked by your college authorities to lecture on 5 a.m. club. I'm not. And the authorities were like, why, this guy got the stage. Now he's going to speak whatever he wants. I said, I would like to speak about the 10 p.m. club. You get the point?
You sleep at 10 p.m. to wake up at 4 a.m.
Yeah, 4 a.m., 5, whatever. Size a 10 p.m. club. Join this club, you'll definitely automatically join the 5 a.m. club or 4 a.m. club. Yeah. See, three things are very much important. Number one is that we sleep in time. Yeah, we sleep in time, and to sleep in time, lights off, gadgets off. Even if lights are not off, no problem. Gadgets should be off. And we create that kind of dark environment timely. It will be one thing, will be very good. The next thing is to wake up in the morning, you need a purpose. There's a sufficient purpose required. And there's one Prabhupada. Can I give you a Prabhupada quote? Two quotes can I give? Arjun Prabhu, can I do that? I see your hands up. Your hand may be paining. So, no problem. Your hand will keep paining. You keep raising, your hand will pain. I hope it doesn't pain. I'll just show you two things which really inspired. This inspired me. You can find your own inspiration. I just try Krishna. Okay. Hopefully it comes. So this is Prabhupada saying, in the morning you study. So I'll make it 4 times. Morning study. It's a beautiful letter. Just check if I'm getting it. If I don't get it, don't worry. I'll say you something to that effect. But I've read it. That's what really inspired me. Uh, uh, uh. One last try. Morning.
Prabhuji, is it number 7, correspondence letters in that screen behind?
No, that's no, not that. Okay, I'll just go to the correspondence. It will filter out many things. Correspondence and audio also probably. There's one place where Prabhupada says if you're not waking up in the morning, you're not serious in spiritual life. I'm not getting that also. Yes, you don't wake up in morning, well, early, you're not serious in spiritual life. So that was a heavy jolt for me. Second, I'm not getting it. I'll definitely give you the quotes. And the second thing that really I appreciated is Prabhupada saying in the morning you get up and study, early morning. The studying is 4 times effect. So I love to get up in the morning early and read Prabhupada books. And it really sticks. Whatever you study really sticks there. And you're able to ruminate on it the whole day. It really helps me. And it helps me to take my chanting to another level altogether by that preparation of studying Prabhupada books in the early morning. And this is a practice I'm maintaining for a long time. Really long time. I do that. So these two things. One, Prabhupada telling you, you're not waking up in the morning, you're not serious in spiritual life. Oh no, Prabhupada. Please. Okay. Second thing is, waking up early in the morning, your study is 4 times as effective as any other time of the day. So let me study Prabhupada books in the best time. The time when Prabhupada wrote his books, let me study Prabhupada books in that time at least. So we need to find out. See, motivation requires a motive, right? I need motivation to get up in the morning. You need a motive. What's your motive? Find it. I found mine. You find yours. If that is not there, we will not wake up. Yes. What I do personally, even now here in Canada, is I've given 2 of my students in India, because for them it's the daytime. You guys have to wake me up. You wake me up and then sleep. No, they will not sleep. They're awake, right? You wake me up. So I've given task to 2 because one forgets, the other one will wake up. And so every day I get 2 calls. They will get, depending on the time, 3:15. So that is one thing they do for me. Yeah, there was one student, again, in India, I found there was one student, Prabhuji, my work is such that I have to sleep late in the night. He cried, okay, don't worry. Thank you so much. You wake me up and then you sleep. No problem. Yeah. So that you also get some Agyan Sukriti. Whatever I study Prabhupada book, I'll give you some credits. Take it. All right?
Thank you, Maharaj. Thank you, Prabhuji.
Okay. We have our Arjun Prabhu raising his hands. Yes, Prabhu.
Yeah, my bad. I fell asleep. I wasn't trying to. It's just that I'm getting sick because my wife was sick, and I guess she brought that virus from Puerto Rico. So I think I'm getting sick. So like today, I normally wake up like around 4 or 5 to do my chanting, but because I fell sick, I couldn't. I just slept. But I did my rounds. So it's
That's
okay.
great.
But yeah.
If you're sick and you're doing your rounds, that shows your sincerity. Krishna is very pleased. However, please take care of your health, Prabhuji. We pray that you get well soon. Both of you get well soon.
Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you. Any last comments before, because I also have to go, like as I was telling Prabhuji's, I like to go there for music night. Anyone wants to say
Can
something?
you can you can you can you sing a little bit, please? Can you sing a little bit? If you have the guitar, that'll be the
Yes.
perfect question.
Thank you. Wonderful.
Prabhuji, are you in the Toronto temple? I didn't see you there on Sunday, last Sunday.
Oh, I'm there. I was here only. I
You were
had
there?
other services. We go for book
Okay.
distribution. I was out.
Okay. I'll coordinate with Uddhav Prabhu and see you next Sunday, upcoming
Let's go
Sunday.
this. Yeah. So we have original sound of music. Can you all hear the guitar? You're able to hear it?
No.
No, not yet. Yes, now we are.
Okay. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare.
You're cutting off, Prabhu. I don't know what it is, but we can't hear you no more.
Hare Krishna, Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Hare Rama.
Could hear only partially.
The
Sorry?
last bit was cut off. The last bit was cut off.
Oh, that's what happens on online. So we should meet
Maharaj, but
offline.
we're not going to hold you because you have another session to go to.
Yeah.
Thank you, Maharaj. Thank you, Prabhuji.
You, you keep calling me Maharaj. Internally, I feel very happy. But externally, I get conscious what other devotees will feel. I think this guy wants to be called as Maharaj. I want to be, but not now. Let me be ready for that.
Well, there is a Prabhupada disciple by name Maharaj Das. So,
Okay, okay. Thank you. Servant of all those who have conquered the senses. Amazing. I'm a sense gratifier myself, so I need our Dhanraj Prabhu's blessings to become Maharaj. Thank you, dear devotees. Every time I come, I think this is a third time you come? Second time. It was a wonderful experience being with all of you. And thank you, Uddhav Prabhu. He's there in the background, but he's the one who's setting me up for all this.
yeah, we also enjoyed very much. Thank you so
Thank
much.
you.
Thank
Thank you
you.
so much.
Thank you, Prabhuji.
Hare
Thank you, Uddhav
Krishna.
Prabhu. Thank you, Vaishnav.
Krishna.
Thank you.
Kalpataru Kripa
Krishna Kripa Sindhu Deva Pranam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namaha.
Thank you.
Jai.
Hare Krishna.
Jai. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Thank you, Sanatana Prabhu.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you, Vaishnavi Devi.
Hare Krishna.